All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for what I hope to be an equally exciting game 2. Option 12, Phoenix, Nail Biter. Just so many things to say. Sig, what was your defining moment?
My defining moment was the age that I gained and the experience I've felt during these insane team fights. Early into pick ban during the first match, I did say that Phoenix had a lesser presence in these team fights, despite a stronger global presence with that Shin choice. Lofi Senpai did incredibly well with timing those ultimates, but it was the Yi. Put it on its back. He kept it at solo queue pacing the whole time. Very difficult to work around that. I think even with Shaken Not Stirred putting in, the most amount of damage, the most amount of tower work, and being a lot of the defining factor, he was able to scale to that point because of some of the choices that Prowler made.
Okay, you got to move to spectator. Um, and the Malphite alt as well was the Malphite alts were absolutely insane. Able to shut down the Vagar for the second, able to shut down the Sivir for the second. Really was the tempo that every single team fight that Option 12 had and needed. So we'll see if that happens again. We do have Infinite in the chat room calling some bans that he believes will happen for this game, including Yi, Vagar, Zac, and Ziggs. Do you think we'll see all those pieces taken off the table?
Maybe. I think we'll have to see if they prioritize that Shin. I think they were able to work around it, but it will. I don't know if they would ban that out. I still think that you stick with the Singed because of the spectacular pressure that he put in during that last set, and that probably would have put in some work versus that Malphite. So we'll just have to see.
I might expect the Malphite to get banned, actually. Like I said, I think that ultimate was doing a lot of good stuff for Option 12.
Oh yeah.
But I mean that just goes for Malphite in general. No matter what you do as Malphite, you can just be a walking ultimate and do some really good work for your team, especially at this level.
I'm
So
excited to see it kick off.
we'll see what happens. I'm hoping Gregosaurus uh, doesn't get caught out as much. It seemed as though there were a couple of times where Braum was not able to be utilized to the fullest of his abilities just because of some opening damage that was inflicted upon him.
True, and I think this is where the late '80s, early '90s movie Heavyweights from Disney it teaches you effective League of Legends. Uh, you always got to find a buddy, know where your buddy is, and warding buddies are not practiced enough. Gregosaurus, get you a warden buddy, take him with you. Keep an eye on your buddies, folks.
All right. Well, we'll see what sort of adjustments Option 12 wants to make. But they are worried about that singed, like you said. Would have been interesting to see what that game would have been like with a singe. The Shen alts were just so helpful to keep Phoenix in some of those very close battles.
I think the turret pressure is just too much to manage. You can't ever leave lane versus Slippery P Singe.
Alright, so we'll see what the other bans are here. Might take the Nivea off the board again right away. Might give it until ban 3. They are really worried about Ace on that Fizz. It's interesting. So, same kind of bans that we saw in game 1. No adjustments yet, Infinite, sorry to say. Yeah.
Not scared or worried about the Vigar, which was probably one of the defining choices for option 12.
I mean, I think the mid lane was doing fine against the Vigar. It was just when Ace managed to not die in many of those team fights that Vagar really turned on.
I agree, but the Ziggs was excelling because he didn't leave lane as much, and no, Ziggs wasn't an issue. I mean, Vigar wasn't an issue for Ziggs. Vigar was an issue for Ezreal.
Alright, so it looks like they're going to grab the Malphite right away here. Banning out the Ziggs is interesting choice. Definitely was effective with that global ultimate and some of that AoE damage. I do see some disappointment that we're never going to get to see Fizz from Meggy Meg. Ooh, Renekton. Very interesting. A little more pressure on that Malphite top lane.
I'm very hyped for this matchup. Renekton is a machine. The ultimate just is going to prolong these team fights even longer. Folks, pull up a chair, get a refill while you can. We're going to be here a while.
Envy taking the Jinx. That's interesting. I didn't think Sivir did that poorly in game 1. I wonder what the thought behind this adjustment is.
Jinx definitely spikes earlier. Yeah, and you're not. Sivir gets that damage in from that W, being able to just bounce everywhere in team fights. And with this option 12 team, they really weren't grouped together very much, so you didn't get maximum efficiency. This is going to be exciting, Kinos. I want to see Fat Lee on this Lucian go off. I want to see that hypermobile, strong engage, solo carry kind of mentality that he brings on this Lucian. So I'm hyped. I'm invested.
It does definitely seem like a ADC that would be right up his alley. Ooh, and the Nautilus as well. So gonna have a lot of mobility in this bot lane. Ability to anchor pull yourself around, dash around. Good that they have the Jinx then, so that they can kind of close out some of those movements with her traps.
Agreed, and this is going to be very different pacing. CB Hickey showed a strong proficiency with Morgana, but really didn't maximize the damage output that you expect from a mage like that. So I think Nautilus is probably a much more optimal pick for his playstyle.
Thresh picked up. The Thresh that was so hyped in last week's games. Gregosaurus on Thresh. We'll see if he can make the magic keep happening.
Man, I said my Hail Marys before this match just in case he played this. He gets in your mind, he knows your movements, and I think it's the perfect play into this Nautilus. Very well planned.
Expecting Phoenix's last ban to be the victor. So 3 mid lane bans against Shaken. Maybe that'll become the new norm. He'll replace Ace as the most banned out mid laner, though Ace also has 3 bans on him right now.
I want to point out, I haven't checked CB Hickey's play history on Tahm Kench, but folks, don't be surprised if by the time that we get to the championship round of the LCUS, if you don't see Tahm Kench mid, on shaken, not stirred. The man loves the champion, and with good reason. He's a dynamo with it.
And there's the Yi ban, so Victor is available. We'll see if they're able to pick it up. I don't think Ace plays Victor, so I don't think they'll steal it.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the Victor was very strong in this meta right now because of his ability to play into this Urgot and Singed heavy meta. So I don't know if it's as strong a pick in the mid lane, and it probably would benefit Ace more if Victor was picked into the burst mages that we tend to see him play.
Well, we'll see where that decides to go, because, you know, being the LCUS, a lot of it does come down to skill over what the meta is, right?
Oh yeah, Mumu pick coming out. Alonzi Tardis definitely flexing some muscle. Playing this Amumu into Fat Lee is like challenging Mozart to a piano contest. Very, very cool that we're going to see how Fat Lee reacts to this. He knows the champion very well.
It is very interesting that against a dash heavy ADC, they decide to take 2 characters with skill shot grabs. But we'll see how that works out. We do have the Victor pickup.
Do it.
There is no way that there's no way they're locking Yasuo. You're not fooling me, man.
Do it. Oh, dear wrath, safe pick, meta slave.
All right, surprised that the Zac wasn't taken. Amumu obviously has a nice AOE lockdown ultimate, and you know, maybe Alonzi will land some better bandages this time. But we'll see what happens.
I like... Oh, you go ahead.
I was going to say a little more durability on option 12's side this time. So, happier with their lineup, despite the fact that they won anyway.
Well, durability and just CC for days. If you get knocked up with the Victor Trap, the Nautilus knock up with his stun passive and the hook, Trundle with the slows, these team fights are going to last for an eternity.
I do feel really bad for the Xerath and the Jinx because it'll be very easy for one of them to be all but instantly taken off of the board with the way these teams are lined up. Like like you were saying, you could do the Malphite alt into the Nautilus alt into the Victor prison, and someone with Jinx's hit points is just dead.
Yeah. Now, I will say the damage is definitely on Phoenix's side. Even though Malphite is incredible engage, he is going to have one heck of a time playing into the lane bully Renekton. Also, with this Amumu, if they do land the 5-man Amumu ultimate, Jinx and Xerath are some of the perfect champions to capitalize on that. So I think it could still be pretty hype either way how these team fights play out. We win no matter what.
Do you think that it's interesting how they didn't get any like neither of Phoenix's damage champions, I mean, other than Renekton, has any sort of escape tool. Jinx and Xerath are both very immobile, and when you're against teams like this that have a lot of abilities to capture you, do you think that's a mistake?
I think there's a large potentiality if they get behind to stay behind. That's the greatest threat. If yeah, they're going to get caught out. By the end of this match, Jinx is going to get hit by the Malphite ult. It's going to be hard targeted. But if they can't get themselves in a position where that's not world ending,
Hmm.
that's when they lose the game.
I would have liked to see maybe Tristana and Ari instead of Xerath and Jinx, but I guess we'll see. Um, if Xerath manages to stay back far enough, it doesn't matter what Nautilus and Malphite want to do.
Very true, and you don't have to worry as much about the Malphite if the lane's pushed up, and Xerath definitely has the push power to keep Victor attached to that tower. So that's definitely a large safety mechanism there. Ace is very good at warding. He's spectacular at maintaining vision. So I don't worry about the late game roam. Again, this team fight, once we reach about 20 minutes, that's when option 12 is going to activate.
Yeah. I feel a little uncomfortable, so I think that option 12 is going to win this one. Um, but at the same time, Phoenix can get pretty bloodthirsty when they're down one game. And they do have the Gregosaurus Thresh to to carry them with all of his amazing lanterns.
Oh, yeah. 32 seconds left, folks. I'm going to give it to Phoenix. I think that they are definitely a powerhouse in these late game fights, which is what Option 12 is going to need to scale to. And there's large CC potential still with Phoenix and that Amumu ult. So a correct time Amumu ult could mean disaster for Option 12. I'm going to give it to them, as well as giving my Twitch Prime subscription to the LCUS, Kenos. Kenos, you can give your Twitch Prime sub by going right above the image, clicking the sub button, and giving us that Twitch Prime sub free with every Amazon subscription. Make sure you give it to us and support us on our other socials too. You matter, we matter. Let's all matter together.
Well, I got some good news for you, Sig. I have already done that.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And everyone else, throw it in chat. If you're a follower, let us know.
Option 12 wins the skins again for me. I mean,
Uh,
Infernal Amubu is cool, Darkstar Thresh is cool, but you've got Project Lucian, which is one of my favorite skins, Mecha Malphite again, Worldbreaker Trundle. Creator Victor's alright, probably his best skin. I like his default skin though. Warden Nautilus, all good stuff. They need to fix this Battlecast Seraph splash art.
I love Pool Party Renekton. It's my OG favorite Pool Party skin. My issue is Creator Victor. Victor falls issue to resting B face in skins. He doesn't have a good one. Man can't take a good picture to save his life. So hopefully, when he gets this VGU, eventually, he'll look better. But I'm not gonna give it to him just because Victor can't take a good picture to save his.
Well, he's part robot, man. Not all robots can take good pictures. I do really like that Infernal Amumu skin, even though his ultimate is just so visually strange with that skin.
Yeah, you can see what they were going for.
Oh, you can definitely see what they were going for. You just can't really see the ultimate.
That's why you pick it. It says next level strats, man. Got to get in your head, pick the right skins.
All right.
Well, while we go into this very boring lull, Meggy Meg, hashtag be like Kenos.
Just for the
Uh,
subs.
yeah, always. That's what I wake up in the morning and I tell my wife, who coincidentally is Meggy Megs, I want to be just like you, buddy.
Yeah. You may want to get a better dream.
Get a better dream.
All right. So, joint aggression here. At this point, if you're grouped in this bush and you're grouped in that bush, you probably have to assume that the other team is going the other way.
I don't think they have the vision, so they're just saying, "Ping on it, let's go, let's close these gaps. We're gonna catch them. We're gonna catch them, guys."
Well, there's nobody here. How disappointing.
Now, the scary part is when Phoenix comes around and they're like, "Oh, well, let's check blue."
They could actually run into each other in the river here. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I love this scene in West Side Story.
Oh, a little bit of things there. Oh, Hickey goes the wrong way. Does manage to get hooked there. Let's see. Fatley has to flash. The Ignite is on him. He should survive them.
Oh, CB Hickey, looking like he's going to have to use his flash, too.
All right, so they got 2 flashes out of that.
And a recall.
And just use the Ignite for Gregosaurus. I'm sure Gregosaurus is happy with that. Could have been much worse for option 12. Good for them for managing to avoid any painful deaths like last time.
I really wish every match would start with the ceremonial parade into the other team's jungle with no results.
Was very surprised that Hickey didn't get picked off there. I wonder if they had gone on him instead of Evolution, if they would have gotten that kill.
Maybe. I can imagine the thought process for Hickey is, I have a stun with my auto attacks that you can use. They're not targeting me. I'm just gonna stay here as long as I can. I still got flash. His positioning was good enough. He would have made it out. Just seeing what you could get.
All right. So with both flashes in the bot lane down, we will see if LNZ tries to take advantage of that or not. But since these are very mobile champions for option 12, I don't know if that will be a big problem for them.
Now, this is a very different story for Alan Z Tardis this match. Much faster clear speed. Ooh, I don't know if you want to land that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you want to land that bandage toss.
Fortunately, it's LNZ, so he missed it.
Oh! Whoa! Folks, make sure that you ping berries for Alan Z. He's got the heal after that breath.
Does land the bandage there, though, on the poor defenseless crab. Might run into Prowler here. Does have a health and mana advantage, so might be able to... Nope, doesn't seem like he wants to pick a fight.
Now, this is a very different playstyle for Prowler. Though Trundle can really put out the damage, it's not his usual style to go with a tank, re-engage heavy champion. Prowler can keep on you and keep you engaged.
Blarmy Timo is starting a competing hashtag from your wives. Don't be like Kenos.
Oh.
So we'll see which one gets trending first.
So much tension, folks. Let's all just catch our breath.
Oh dear. Alright, so bot lane, similar to what we saw last time with Phoenix pushing option 12 up against the turrets. Ace being a little more aggressive up against Shaken, but still down in CS. And then top lane, Slippy's actually doing better against Lofi this time.
Oh, that is kind of Lofi Senpai's thing right now. Stay aggressive, but keep in mind that Cull the Meek. You're gonna keep that health bar going up.
I'm just waiting for. It seems like Gregosaurus just keeps fishing here. Oh, a little bit of aggression coming in here because Prowler is moving in. Envy getting really low. Heal has to be blown. Flash is halfway off cooldown here for this bot lane for option 12.
That just shows the scariness of a level 3 Lucian. The man can just auto for forever.
We have WD Fawn doing a middle of the ground hashtag. Be sorta like Kenos. Maybe can Lofi get this kill? Ooh, Flash is blown. Oh, here comes Alon Z. Might get shaken. Flash also blown. So lots of flashes down for option 12 here. A lot of opportunities for Alon Z to come back in and do some work.
Oh, okay. We do see Ward into the blue side jungle coming from TARDIS.
Ace in a lot of trouble here. Have to blow his own flash. Prowler could have tried to chase, but decides not to.
Gonna be a rough 3 minutes for Ace right now.
3 minutes? Isn't it 5 minutes?
You're 100% correct. No idea why I said that. I think I was thinking some other thing. Either way, big wrong.
Alright. Bot lane for option 12's flashes are now off cooldown, or will be in a few seconds. So, didn't really lose too much of a advantage blowing those flashes early. First Dragon is an Infernal. We'll see if they decide to go for that a little bit earlier. No wards here, so this is going to be free damage. Here comes Prowler interrupting Envy, who does have to blow the flash. Gregosaurus is not able to be in a position where Take the Lantern would be available. Big turret damage on Prowler, though, forces him back. Hickey taking some damage as well. So first blood on Envy. Kill going over to the lovely jungler. Alonzi spotting Prowler, trying to sort of get in a position there for the dragon a little bit. It's very interesting seeing Lofi being as close as he is to the turret at all time.
Well, it's working.
Oh yeah, for sure. Was spotted on that recall. Possibly realizes there's a ward in that brush. Yep, pings it. Alright, so first items are being bought by this bot lane. Got Envy with the BF sword and Lucian grabbing the Bilgewater Cutlass.
Yeah, this is definitely a Bork meta for him, and a good Bork match playing into this Renekton and Amumu.
Phoenix might be thinking of starting the dragon. Nah, they're scared off by the fact there was a control ward there, I think. Don't really feel like getting collapsed on right now. They do have a gold lead, though it's very non-existent at this point. Barely worth mentioning. Like 300 gold, maybe. Okay. You do definitely.
More pressure.
Oh yeah, more pressure for sure. Oh, little mate. Oh, nice. There's the lantern play again. Prowler once again interrupting. Envy's gonna go down again, being a little too aggressive here.
I think they were gonna try to engage with TARDIS, but he had missed the blast cone. He had knocked himself into the wall as opposed to going over, so that probably what's caused it. Why they tried to stay back. Oh, well, I feel terrible for him right now.
Yeah, I feel terrible for that too. Gets taken out because he decides to bandage onto Victor and ends up getting trapped in that bubble. Or AoE platform, gravity field. That's the official term. Yeah, very unfortunate. Luckily for him, we didn't actually see him screw up that blast cone, so you could be making it up for all we know.
I am. Lies and slander, folks. That's all I'm known for.
Oh, Gregosaurus is gonna get caught again. Nope.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Throw the hook. Throw the hook. Come on. There we go. What's the worst that can happen? You lose the match. Don't listen to me, folks. That's why I'm on this side of the desk to split.
Nice attempt to try to trap Hickey there. Ooh. Very close grab there on Fat Lee. Doesn't quite manage to land it. Alright, so 3-0. No turrets have been taken yet. Gold lead is about 800.
And it's all on Prowler. There I go saying that he's going to be playing a tankier character. Watch him solo Q carry again.
They get the flash off on Hickey. Maybe Envy will try her rocket? Or Jinx's rocket?
I don't think that she has the damage yet.
Well, sure, but you gotta try, man. What else are you gonna use that rocket for?
That's right. You miss every ult you don't take.
Yeah, it looks like they prefer just to push this out, get some more pressure. Fat Lee definitely will have to respect the scythe coming in here. Oh, Envy getting some damage on him as well. Couple of pokes there. Top lane, Alon Z is waiting in the wings. I don't know if he's going to be able to help that much because of how far under turret Slippery is. Looks as though Lee is using this opportunity to go back.
Oh, move up the next bush. Next bush. Come on, next bush. Tardis, move up. There you go. Come on.
We do have Prowler here too. This is going to get spotted though. Lofi throwing down a cheeky
bait of the year. Bait of the year.
Here we go. All right, Alon Z goes in, does use the ult that you could barely tell. Teleport coming in as well. Ace takes a lot of damage, though, while trying to pull that off. Victor is after him. They flash for it. Looks as though Ace had to flash as well. Did manage to get away from the Victor. Might get this turret. We'll see. Prowler going in to bait the turret aggro. Does manage to get it. Getting Alon Z down there alone. Turret aggro keeps hitting Lofi-senpai. He's just got to get out of there, man. You don't want to chance another tower hit there. Oh, Lucian going in on Envy here. They're turning on him, though. Can Gregosaurus land any sort of clutch thing there? They are hitting pretty well here. That ult is on cooldown. They must have used it during that little exchange there. Hickey very low.
Rough. You saw him try and be like, oh, we need to leave. Oh, but he's so low. There are two of us.
Ace does have
gotta
that.
Commit to that leave.
Ace does have that ult, though. He's going to try to be sneaky with it. Oh! Here we go. One turret shot lands. Fat Lee is...
Oh, and he gives up on it.
That was very interesting.
Oh, whoa. No, he didn't. The game just had a seizure.
Yeah, that was really weird. Unless he can move between shots now, and no one told me.
You know the crazy part, Kenos? Is that means the game thinks that Ace made a miss. Because the game thinks he should have just went in. So, Don't listen to anybody. Ace, you do you. Riot doesn't know how to play the game they made.
We've seen a couple of those visual glitches so far today. Master Yi moving while healing, for example. Unless he can do that now, and I just missed the patch notes.
Nope. That's not a thing. That's the Riot predicted move technology, letting you know that you're not good at their game.
Alright. We do have an Infernal Drake coming up in 70 seconds. Give Phoenix an opportunity perhaps to go for that one. A little bit of a dance party there by option 12. Gregosaurus gets poked a little bit. Good territory denial there by Envy. But once again, Prowler is returning to where his tent is set up. But Alon Z's got a tent of his own down here. They're all having a party.
Yep.
See if anything's going to come of it, though. Prowler will be spotted here. Several times over.
I think you wait. You've got the ultimate. You stay. You fight this.
They probably don't know that Alon Z is here, I would guess. Even though he did do something similar up in the top lane. Alright, here we go. Fat Lee's going in. Alon Z, you're going to go. He does land the chain. He does land the 3-man ultimate. The hook pulls in the big man. You probably didn't want to do that. Gregosaurus does flash. Very low on health. 19 hit points. Poor little Amumu does go down. The stopwatch, which is OP, call your congressman, is used. Big ultimate comes in, but doesn't kill anyone.
I think he waited too long. He pocketed it. He should have used it preventive. Try and walk towards the turret, get in the damage you can, then see where you go from there. Because that was just so much damage coming out of that league.
Yeah, I would agree. It seemed as though there was maybe a time 2 seconds earlier where Alon Z could have gone in. Waiting for the 3-man ult instead of waiting to maximize the initial engage. Meanwhile, Lofi has really dived. Somehow finds himself on the other side of the turret.
Holy smokes! Perfect! Oh. Perfect placement there.
Oh, great.
Down.
Great blast cone, though. Gregosaurus might be a little bit of trouble. Oh! That's a lot of damage from that Zera's shot.
That was the correct play, but that was a very strong pillar placement.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunate for him that the blast cone was still within reach. Alright, so Fire Drake is still available. We also do have the Rift Herald, but there's a lot of presence still in these lanes. I don't think that anyone really has an opportunity to go for objectives right now.
No, not the best time. You really can't leave lane. Slippery P doing a very noble, not dying a lot, but he is down 60 CS.
Well, that seems to be what how Malphites suffer. Is they go down 60 CS early game, as we've seen in previous LCUSs.
Well, as long as that R button works, he'll be all right.
Yeah, for sure. Might be another big engage here. Hickey coming in like the force of God. Does get caught in a little trap there, but doesn't do anything to him. 2 men up top here. Lofi sees that teleport and is running. Ace is here to assist as well, so might get a bit of an engage up here in the top lane. They really want that first turret, but Shaken's doing some good work down here as well, so he may get the turret first. We'll see what happens. Yep, first turret. Alright. So Ace's rotation is for naught. A lot of pings that there's some missing going on here. They do know that Trundle is in the top lane though, so they shouldn't be that worried about it. See what happens here. More calls to push that top lane turret. We have Prowler in the mid lane. Victor actually down here in the bot lane. We'll see if Envy suffers some more. 3 deaths so far. Not great for a Jinx player.
Now you definitely want to work to clear that lane out quick.
There goes the big ultimate though. Does manage to flash to avoid that. Gregosaurus bravely sacrificing himself. Fatly taking a ton of turret damage. Here comes Ace. Let's see if he can get something to happen here. The big Jinx ult only hits CB Hickey. However, the slow hits Fat Lee. A little bit of damage there. Oh, that stun! Looked like it was going to save Lucian, but doesn't. Hickey going to take 2 more shots there. Does flash. Prowler slays the dragon in the meantime. Oh, the comet!
Oh, that was very good. It looks like Phoenix are
Nope.
trying to make sure they get it, but they... Who got that?
Option 12 looked like they stole it, but Lofi did get the eye.
Oh, wow.
However, at what
Okay.
cost?
Big flash coming out. Looks like he'll make it out alive. Alonzi Tardis. We're going to have to watch the playback on that. See, made sure that might happen. But very exciting. Phoenix able to secure that in return and for that Drake.
Yeah, I still think that Slippery got the gold, though. But we'll see. So yeah, 2 Drakes. That's going to be huge for a team that's already rather far ahead here. Option 12 has the Trundle at 5-1, has the Lucian at 3-1. Meanwhile, all the kills, or most of the kills for Phoenix is on Ace at this point.
Kills, huge, vitally important, but the weight of this advantage, because there is a 2k gold lead in favor of Phoenix, is on Renekton with the CS.
Yeah, that CS is insane. Almost 3,000 gold lead up in that top lane. So we'll see if he's able to keep it up. Getting Renekton into the team fights is something that I think Phoenix really needs to work on. Surprised that they're moving the eye down here to this bot lane. I would have thought they might have tried it mid.
I think Renekton can take this Victor in a fight, as it looks like he's going to start.
There will be a stun here. And the ult as well. So Lofi's actually going to have to run. May end up getting taken out here. Is a little bit faster than that ultimate. Oof, close. Oh, and we missed up in the top. Alright. Too distracted by trying to see Renekton almost die.
Well, it would have been an exciting fight, as we did see Slippery P taking out Jinx, being played by Envy the Serpent. Sorry, folks.
And that's going to be a second turret for option 12 now. And looks like they're pushing hard for more. They got 4 members of this team in the bot lane with only Ace for Phoenix. This could be really painful for Ace. You don't want to go too far forward there, buddy. Oh, we do have Gregosaurus here who gets caught out again. Does flash. Might still get picked off here. Does get picked off. Might buy the rest of his team time to get into position. Lofi, however, is staying in that top lane with no teleport.
I think you want to prioritize pressuring this. Slippery needs to be in the team fights, and you could definitely get a tower. You got a few seconds left on this Eye of the Herald. So take your wins where you can get them. Phoenix definitely always prioritizing the split push in these intense situations.
Ace getting some good damage there on Fat Lee. Here comes the channel. Will Slippery blow an ultimate? Nope. Didn't quite have it available. Alright, so we do have, oh, okay. Observer Client again going a little crazy here. Does get some good damage on that turret, though.
That's all you need to do. And now he can just stay there, float. What do you do, Kenos? Do you commit to taking out this Renekton, stopping the split push? No, you gotta go mid.
Well, we'll see if that works out for him. A lot of chip damage coming out of Ace here. That's going to put Hickey and Fat Lee in a bit of a hot spot. They don't have wards, though, so LNZ is going to just headbutt this Malphite. Lantern is thrown out. Ooh, Ace manages to land a hit on the Nautilus off-screen. Looking for the big Malphite ult, which it will be coming if this fight goes on for too much longer.
I don't think it will be. You don't want to re-engage here. Lots of damage, but it's still a 4v3.
We'll see. Looks as though Prowler is able to keep Lofi Senpai on his toes. Wards are available in both areas. 30 seconds for a Cloud Drake. So won't be able to recover any of that lost damage from the Infernal. Infernals, plural. But get some of that movement speed, which will definitely help them continue split pushing if that's what they choose to do. Slippery still is angled there. They do see him thanks to Ace's positioning and that ward. Alright, turret is down. Decide not to charge in there, probably for the best. Alright, we'll see if they decide, if they're able to get this dragon here. Regisaurus does hook out onto the dragon. Looks like they're pulling him out. Alright, so they're going to try this. Not a great position for option 12. They may be okay with it being a Cloud Drake.
This Malphite ultimate is up. Okay, good secure. Alonzi TARDIS making sure that they don't walk away empty-handed.
Lofi almost gets caught by the Victor here. Manages to dash out. Alright. 2 turrets to 3. Gold lead is down to 1,000. This turret's been untouched all in this top lane. That just shows how aggressive Lofi has been the whole game.
Damage coming across was Shaken. Shaken dealing a third of Renekton's health there. Renekton, get you some magic resist, buddy. It'll pay dividends.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to look out for this this Victor here. Only 700 gold behind Ace's Xerath, and we've seen how much damage that Xerath's been putting out. All right.
Team's reacting to this Renekton. Very option 12 prioritizing it right now.
Yeah. Big rotation up here in the top. We do have them mostly falling back, though, because I believe they saw Gregosaurus and figured there was going to be some movement over there. Ward does spot the 2 damage dealers by themselves. That could be an opportunity. Especially Ace here.
Oh, looks like they're going to... Oh, wait! Cancel that spa day.
Alright, so we got the two pushing here, Hickey and Prowler. Lofi has 2,500 health. Mid lane is now, or bot lane is now in the mid lane, and we have the Malphite coming down to take on Ace. Looks like Ace is at least sensing it, if not aware of it, and so is going back.
You know what I find interesting right now? Lofi Senpai's build. Looking at it, he's definitely went with the garage sale method of purchasing. Lots of things in his inventory, but only one completed item.
Should be able to get Prowler here. Oh, the hook misses. That would have been huge. Doesn't manage to get it anyway. Lantern.
Oh, and they'll get a tower.
Yeah, very nice for them there. Lofi did blow a flash for it, but, you know, perfectly worth it there. Meanwhile, big push from option 12, returning to the aggression down there. Hickey going to get possibly taken out by this Xerath. Comet gets it again. Oh, Renekton gets taken out by Slippery. Let's see if the 2 other tanks can beat up the 3rd tank. Looks like they can. However, both damage dealers are heading back. Looks like they'll try to get another turret here. See if they're able to. With the Jinx, they should be able to, I think.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Alright, a lot of turrets for Phoenix there, but one also picked up by option 12. We have a commentary here from Brother Fallon that says, option 12 has no backline access outside of Malphite ult. Envy gets to scale and can stay away from unstoppable force. There's no way for option 12 to win fights.
Brother Fallon and playing it on the 1s and 2s. That's the win con. Get Jinx to 3 items.
Well, looks as though they're going for Baron here. It is spotted. The ward does decay, however, so they don't have an exact vision of what's going down here. The whole team is doing it, though, so Ace is going to start throwing out some artillery. He is good at doing that with this Xerath, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop this from happening. Let's see if Lofi Senpai can at least disrupt or steal. Blue team does get it. This could be the turnaround that they've been needing. Renekton, despite being a powerhouse, not able to get any kills there.
It's a Christmas miracle he lasted as long as he did, Kinos, but it happened.
Alright, let's see if option 12 can capitalize with this Baron buff. Second Baron they have gotten today. They may not need backline access with simply the raw power they've got here with Fat Lee and Prowler both sitting at 5 kills. If they could kill Ace, that'd be a huge 800 gold swing as well.
Ooh, Tardis in big trouble, looking like he will go down. Does use the flash, take the lantern, walk away like nothing happened.
Ace, meanwhile, continues to farm up in the top lane this time. 25 seconds on another Cloud Drake. So let's see how this Baron buff gets utilized. It looks as though Prowler is going for a big push in the mid lane, and the rest of his team is not far behind him.
They're looking to activate this team fight comp that they've built. We'll have to see if it cuts it on.
Gregosaurus lantering Alonzi, who is still weak. He had not gone back, so their Amumu is going to be at very low health, all things considered. First turret down, looking for more. They do have a cannon minion. Nope. Decide to back off.
You rotate for this Drake, and that's going to give them a lot more mobility.
Well, they are going for it. The Victor did go back, however, so it would be a 4v5. However, Amumu is still only at half health. No ward here, so Phoenix is not able to get that much information. But now Phoenix is pushing. Push and counter push. Do you think that this sort of aggression from Phoenix is a good idea with Baron buff still online?
There's a lot of threat if you lose a team fight, which is definitely something that can happen in this option 12 comp with Malphite being up.
Oh, Ace too far forward here, taking a lot of damage. Gregosaurus tries to get the positioning here. Ace does flash. LNZ sacrifices himself, but Fat Lee taking a lot of damage. Ace back in the back line. There's that big ult there, but 2 members down already. We'll see if Envy can get anything done. Lots of flashes being burned here. Ace almost picked off. Envy sacrificing now as well. That's almost a full team wipe.
Yeah, and that's at no cost to them. Walking away with the whole family, still kicking and pushing.
Yeah,
if there was one... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If there was one blessing to that team fight, it happened in the top lane. They still got to push their way, so that bought you a few precious seconds, but this could close it out, kiddos.
Yeah, it really could, and I'm really surprised that they did decide to do that aggression considering how powerful option 12 was with the Baron buff and the fact that they just have a lot of really powerful powerful abilities coming out of them right now. I mean, they have the 6-1, they got the 5-2, 2-0 and 6 on the Victor. There's a lot of power here in option 12, and I don't know if Phoenix was either expecting it or respecting it.
I don't know. It was probably a rough call. They have reached that late game moment. They think they're activated. Jinx on the verge of 3 items, so we'll have to see if Brother Fallon is correct with his prediction. This next team fight will probably decide the game.
Well, one could argue that Jinx doesn't quite have 3 items yet.
Well, no, almost there.
Right. Doesn't even have any kills either. This is a very rough game for Envy on this Jinx. Meanwhile, a much better game for Fat Lee compared to that Ezreal game. And Prowler just being a force as well. Lofi hasn't quite been able to get online as this Renekton. He's been diving in, causing some real disruption, but then just getting taken out before he's able to get that vicious damage online. Oh, they do. They grab Prowler here. This should be a kill. We'll see if there's any follow-up on it. However, Prowler just doesn't seem like he wants to die. Fat Lee coming in here as well. Lots of pickoffs going on here. That's a double kill for the Victor. Ace misses one of his skill shots there. Envy is out of position, not able to help out. Triple kill for this Victor now. That's a 3-for-1, and option 12 is going to continue to push. Artillery shot from Ace just to try to slow things down. Looks like he might be going up top instead. I'm not sure where those shots were aimed. Does get a little hit there on Hickey. Rocket misses entirely. Turret will go down. Ace gets grabbed. He's going to get picked off immediately. Envy does manage to take out the Gregosaurus, but I don't think that this Jinx can engage on this powerful evolution.
No, Lucian and Victor probably too much just for the Jinx. I think you're in recoup mode. Get them out of your base. Everybody get ready.
Yeah, they're going to turn around and come right back, most likely. We'll see. So, do you think they should maintain a defensive posture here, Phoenix?
It depends if you can get the vision, because they definitely do have some scattered out. If you can get a pick, get a pick. It's going to buy you another 5 minutes if you do. But it's a rough position right now. We'll have to see exactly how it plays out. This next Baron, definitely want to maintain your control on this.
Yeah, Baron is up. The next Dragon will be another Cloud Drake as well, so that won't really help out Phoenix that much. Option 12 just making a beeline for this Baron. Not a bad idea considering their current position. Gregosaurus does land a hook, obviously doesn't want to take it. Almost 3,000 health on this Trundle. Alright, so this Baron will probably decide the fight right here, or the game I should say. Renekton is out of position, does have teleport available. We will see what happens. Teleport is coming in. Baron is at half health. Another hook. Here comes all the tanks, but unfortunately that Amumu is just getting melted. Lofi is trying as well. Slippery is very low, but that's probably not the person you necessarily want to be targeting. Fat Lee just in the back, raining down hell. Ace versus Shaken, not able to get too much done either. That is an ace and will most likely be game.
Yeah, you've got Baron minions pushing in to that top side, super minions, so this is probably all she wrote, but incredibly well played by these teams. I called it out that this is potentially a preview for the championships for the LCUS, so option 12, man, this was a debut, wasn't it?
Yes, it certainly was. They're going to be tied for first place after this. No bye week will keep them down. And definitely the team to watch as they wrap up the Nexus here. Despite despite the role switches, it doesn't seem like Fat Lee's missed a step.
Yeah, definitely not missing a step with them dashes, I tell you that.
All right, let's check out some fun advanced details here. Most damage is... Oh, Ace actually hitting the most damage there with that Xerath. But followed closely by who you would be expecting, which would be the Victor and the Lucian. Not that surprising. That meteor though is the MVP, or that comet is the MVP of Phoenix today.
Yeah, thank your space gods that was there. Who knows what might have happened.
Game would have been over quicker.
But that was fun, and option 12 definitely showing that they're going to be a dominator force. I think we should coin the term bide week for them, because all this did was give them more energy going into this match.
Yeah, now they give them more energy, but give them more information too. They didn't end up getting surprised by anyone like the Singed. They knew to take that off the board right away. They did take it off the board right away, and it worked out for them. All right, I believe we have an interview set up here with Lee, so let's pop over there. The ADC. How you doing?
Hey guys.
How you doing, Lee?
I'm doing excellent. I'm doing excellent.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. So, tell our fine folks why you wanted to switch over from ADC after being such a force in the jungle for so long.
I just wanted like a different role to play because I can show you that I was good in the jungle, so I want to show you guys that I'm good at basically anything too. Like AD carry, so that's why I want to do something else.
All right.
Okay, flexing on the LCUS, I can respect that.
Always.
And what was the thought going into game two after doing how well you did with the Ezreal game one?
Oh, I mean, the Ezra game. Yeah, don't talk about that. I mean, that was all props to Prowler Alex because he played really well with the Morgana shield. I mean, we were like it was back and forth, right? Going in next year, we all die, and then Vigar's still pushing bot. We're like, maybe we lost this, and then we were like, nope. The Morgana got the shutdown, thank God, and then everybody just rushed down mid. So I was like, thank God.
Yeah, that was definitely back and forth there.
Oh God.
Lots of people were throwing out like, the game's over, and then it's like, wait, maybe the game isn't over, and then the game's over again.
Oh man, it's crazy. I like those nail biters. Honestly, I think this play is gonna be super fun.
It seems like it.
But
So
yeah,
what-
oh sorry, go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead. You're the guest.
Oh no, I was talking about second game. Oh my God, so what went through my head was we just played really passively, so then we can like move up and wait for our spike. Basically, that's all that happened.
Yeah, it definitely did seem very passive. Your top lane Malphite just kind of hanging out, taking all the punishment from that Renekton, and then you guys were pushed against turret for like basically the entirety of both games.
Yep. It was all honestly. We had a better team fight overall because of like they had the whole they had all the CC they had for the other team, but then they didn't rotate good enough to what we did, so that's what happened. Like going for Baron when they backed off.
Yep,
So yeah.
absolutely. All right. So, anything you want to shout out before we move on to the next set of games?
Shout out to my Brad. He 7-0 Victor. Woo! Damage chart looking great.
All right. All
Shout out
right.
to CB Hickey too. My boy, Morgana Shield proud. Getting in there, showing what's up from second season. Let's go.
All
Damn.
right. Okay, lots of enthusiasm coming out of Lee here. Good luck next week. Hope to see more of you guys win those close, well-executed games.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So, with that, we will be heading into the next set of games, which will be White Wolf versus Nine Lives. Sig, I believe you'll be leaving us. Any closing words?
If this past set was any kind of an indicator what to expect the rest of the night, this is going to be one heck of a show, folks. Make sure you stick around.
All right. Well, I'll be sticking around, and I believe we'll be having Jeff joining us for set two. So stay right there. We'll be right back. Don't go away.